Hi guys, today we're back reading Icebreaker, #1 New York Times bestseller by Hannah Grace, Chapter 15. Chapter 14 was something. Just so you know, this is live with my commentary as the last chapter was, because I had a lot to say and I imagine I'm going to have a lot to say this chapter too. So, enjoy. Just a fair warning, in the post-edit, YouTube took down this video like 2 months ago, so some pages will be blurred out because apparently you can't have all the fuckery that they do in this chapter on YouTube. So, yeah, just a disclaimer. Enjoy. Chapter 15, Anastasia. I'm incredibly pleased with myself right now. Nate is 10 minutes away from my location with only 15 minutes to midnight. He's been blowing up my phone all night begging for clues. I haven't budged, nor has anyone else, after being sworn to secrecy. Every party he fails to find me at, he gets even more pissed at himself. He spent too much time checking frat parties, which hindered his chances, and now I'm waiting for him the minutes to pass. 12 minutes. Accepting his incoming video call, I smile at his grumpy face fills my screen. Are you still in LA, right? TikTok Hawkins, your time is running out. All this to get some fucking head? Oh my goodness. If you don't recall last chapter, he has till midnight to find her so she can suck his dick. Like, all this for some head is unnecessary because she probably has some sort of STD because she sleeps around like a fucking bop. Anyways, he drags his hand through his hair and blows out a defeated sigh. This is punishment, isn't it? For playing late all week? You're still angry, aren't you? Standing from the bed, I stroll around the room, keeping my eyes on his face, while holding the phone out from my body. What do you think? Of course you're still angry, he sighs. I know that. I walk around the room perimeter, watching the realization set over his face. You should know not to fuck with my ice time, Nathan. 9 minutes. You're in my fucking bedroom, he says flatly. Why did you have me running all over Maple Hills when you were in my bedroom? Did nobody tell you there was a party happening at your house? That's strange. I'm gonna kill them. It's a shame you're so far and won't be able to make it back by midnight. I sigh dramatically, enjoying every second of this. I think I'll go downstairs and find somewhere else to be bratty with. Safe travels, Hawkins. Anastasia, Convincing Nate's friends to mess with him was easy. And now you're getting in between him and his friends too? Like, how much are you guys gonna let this bop Anastasia take? Like, she's literally running your lives. Like, she's like that one girl who comes into the friend group and just ruins everything. Like, this was so unnecessary. Why did you add her to your group chats? Why? JJ, I need a favor. I'll ruin Nathan's night. You have my attention. Might have told him he can do some stuff to some parts of me. Parts he really wants to do some stuff to. But only if he can find me on campus before midnight. And where do I come into this? How do you feel about throwing a party after he's left? Oh, he doesn't find out about it until after midnight. You're evil. I'm in. He's texting our group chat asking if anyone wants to go out tonight, LMAO. JJ and I have developed an unlikely partnership rooted in the mutual enjoyment of annoying Nathan. It started last week when there was nowhere to sit. Nate was looking over, practically undressing me with his eyes, so I decided to mess with him a little. Jaden let me sit on his knee, joking that if Nate wasn't beside me within 90 seconds, he would pick up the whole bar tab. It was 27 seconds. He was also the person who stopped me from leaving after Jealousy Gate, putting me in Henry's room to sleep it off. According to him, Nate wouldn't stop to use his brain if he found me in his room, but he'd give the kid a chance to explain. It's because JJ is such an exceptional lover, his explanation not mine, that makes him a threat to Nathan. It was so fun staying in Henry's room. There's boxes of essentials like shampoos, wipes, hair ties, and tampons in his bathroom. I asked if an ex had left them, but he said he'd bought them for all the women who ever stayed over. He wanted to ensure that they had everything they might need, especially because women never have their own socks. I wish I had a sister so I could make her marry Henry because he makes my heart want to burst. Making my way to the kitchen to join everyone else, it's clear that my spirits are high. It's a miracle they managed to keep the party a secret. Maddie appears holding a bottle of champagne. 3 minutes! Robbie passes out plastic cups while Maddie pops the bottle. 1 minute to midnight, Henry says, looking at his watch. Despite being October, it feels like New Year's Eve because of this unexplainable excitement and the clock watching. There's buzzing in the atmosphere in the kitchen, and everyone outside of our little group has no idea what's going on. I'm glad because it's so fucking silly, but the guys love it. From what I can tell, they're sick of Nate being able to get any girl he wants. 3, 2, 1. The guys erupt into cheering, throwing back their champagne and high-fiving each other. A heavy arm drops on my shoulder, and I look up at JJ's smiling face. We make a great team, Alan. He's about 30 seconds away. Are you ready for the fun? Bobby and Chris have been on Hawkins' watch all night, secretly sending updates on where they're going and his frustration levels. He supposedly doesn't care about my proposal. He doesn't want to lose to me because I'd be unbearable, which might be the only thing we've ever agreed on. There's a clear line of sight from the front door to the kitchen island where we're all congregating. When he walks through the door, the first thing he does is shake his head, scanning the room full of people. He looks pissed, Lola giggles. Yeah, that's for me, JJ says, downing the cup in one go, and he can't shake that smile he's wearing. If he didn't react the way he does, I wouldn't do it. He makes it so freaking easy. I decide to meet him halfway, partially scared that if he reaches the kitchen, he will kill Jaden. When the girls step up in front of him, wrapping their arms around his waist, he looks surprised, even more so than the rest of us. Lola leans forward, squinting. Is that Summer Castillo, Wes? Summer lives in our building with their friend from the honeypot, and right now, she's on her tiptoes whispering into Nate's ear. His eyes find me, and after smirking at me, he winks. I down the rest of my drink. Yeah, it's Summer. And uncomfortable, poker-hot feelings creep up my spine, although it isn't one I recognize. I have no desire to feel it again. It spreads to my stomach, which turns when I see Nathan taking Summer's hand and leading her toward the stairs. It's not anger, it's deeper than that, agonizing and maddening me like a fire. I think it's jealousy. Shit. Now you're jealous? I can't with this bop, guys. I really can't. JJ reaches up and scratches the back of his head, confusion etched into the soft lines of his face. He looks at the guys for support, but they're all examining their cups, avoiding eye contact. He clears his throat and looks back at me. Nate's been chasing her since freshman year, but she's never taken him out on. I don't know what's happening right now. That makes 2 of us. I don't think to blink this entire time Nate and Summer are upstairs together. After about 10 minutes, I finally spot her on the stairs, but she's alone, rejoining her group and carrying on her drinking. She doesn't look like she hooked up with someone. Heading downstairs, I consider maybe this isn't a good idea. I'm fueled by alcohol, jealousy, and perhaps some disbelief. What's the worst that could happen? Part of me expects to bump into him coming down the stairs, pulling up his flyer, something equally gross, but I don't. Pressing the code into the pad, the right one this time, it flashed green. Nate's sitting on his bed in the same spot I was earlier on the video call with him. He looks significantly happier than when he did when he walked through the front door, which instantly makes me irritated. What the fuck was that? I ask calmly as I can, which upon hearing myself realize isn't calm. Are you jealous, Anastasia? I'm annoyed. He sits up straight, smirking as I approach him. You made me look like a fool in front of our friends. He made you look like a fool? I really can't with this bop, guys. I really can't. I'm annoyed. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. He scoffs. You had me running all over campus when you were quite literally where I wanted you to be the whole time. Imagine how foolish I feel. You fucked another girl upstairs at a party I'm at. He stands, his body immediately towers over me, the sweet smell of his cologne driving all of my senses wild. He reaches out and tucks my hair behind my ear, ignoring me when I try to bat his hand away. I've never touched her. She got her period and needed to use my bathroom urgently. I've been sitting up here waiting for you to come and get angry at me. He grips my chin softly, running his thumb across the bottom of my lip. See, I knew this was gonna happen. It was just a matter of time, because I looked it up on Google and they said it was gonna happen this chapter, and now I'm gonna have to be prepared to be, actually disgusted by this weird description of sexual interactions. Anyways, I've been interested to see how this jealousy thing you were talking about works. Well, I'm angry at you, Nathan. Good. So fucking angry. Perfect. Our mouths smash into each other, crazed drunk, and desperately display of built-up sexual frustration. Gripping the back of my thighs, he lifts me, letting my legs wind around his waist. My hand sinks into his hair, our bodies working in unison to get close to each other as possible. There's nothing more romantic about what's happening. My body is sandwiched between the door and our tongues fighting for dominance, and his hands sink into my ass cheeks. A tortured whimper escapes me when he grinds his pelvis into me. And I feel how hard he is. Trailing his mouth along my jawline, he nibbles the spot beneath my ear, making my whole body quiver. This was fast. This was like 2 paragraphs before you guys started fucking after starting to scream at each other. Like, okay, this was a bit fast. You know, you can't say it wasn't a bit fast. Tell me what you want to fuck. Tell me you want me to fuck you, Anastasia. My hard words lose their impact when he sucks on my neck, and I literally moan them. Before I know what's happening, he sets me down on the edge of his bed and crouches to my feet, taking off my shoes. It amazes me how he can switch from rough to gentle in seconds. When my shoes are off, I tuck my feet beneath my ass and watch him stand there. For a small moment of quiet, we would just look at each other. My heart is still hammering, blood burning beneath my skin, everything hypersensitive. His eyes are pouring into mine, and I don't miss the flash of surprise when my hands reach for his belt. Can I? Fuck yes. He helps me strip him down until he's standing in front of me only in his boxers, which is the moment I realize there's absolutely no way to fit it in my mouth. Okay. Alright. Or anywhere else for that matter. Nate is smirking as I sit gobsmacked. I shake it off because I'm not a quitter. Of course not. Not a quitter, friend. And I'm certainly not giving him the satisfaction of telling him how big it is. What? I've been tested recently and there's nothing to report, but I can put on a condom if you want me to. He asks me as I run my hands up the front of his thighs. I shake my head and watch him as he takes himself out, tightening his fist around the base, pumping a few times. He bends down and kisses me on my forehead. Tell me to stop if I'm too rough, okay? One hand folds the back of my neck and the other guides me to his hard dick toward me. What? What happened to hi or hello or something? Stick your tongue out, baby. I do as I'm told, much to his immediate delight, swirling it against the head, tasting the salty. Wait, is your dick in his mouth? Wait, is his dick in your mouth right now? I couldn't tell. Stick your tongue out, baby. Okay, I do as I'm told, much to his immediate delight, swirling it against the head, tasting the head's salty taste on my tongue. That's a good girl. What? Oh my goodness. I wrap my lips around the tip and suck gently. Oh, his hands leave my neck immediately, sinking into my hair. Fuck. Stop. Stas. He moans loudly, and just like that, I lose my ability to wait for orders. Placing my hands on the front of his thighs, I lean forward, taking him until he hits the back of my throat and I splutter. A series of explicative echoes around the room. His other hand sinks into my hair and the other side as I take control, wrapping my hand around the base and move it in rhythm with my mouth, moaning and gagging, looking up at him with watery eyes. His head falls back, stomach muscles flexing, deep, satisfied grunts, and his hips drive forward, nudging deeper. You're so fucking good. What? Baby, you're so fucking... Oh my goodness. And I feel dirty reading this. I don't want to read this anymore. All these guys do is lust for each other. His thrusts get harder and sloppy. Tell me how close he is, and when I cup his balls gently with my freed hand, he's a gooner. Didn't this word come out last year? Didn't this book come out 2 years ago? Oh, goner. Oh, shitting fuck, Stassi. His hands tighten in my hair as he spasms, and I swallow it. I swallow everything he gives me, eyes still watering and throat raw. I clean up my mouth with my thumb, licking it clean, I still feel bratty. I tease and impatient. So you want more? Is this not enough? Is this not enough? His laugh is deep, sparing me in a way I'm not used to. A content post-orgasm glow has flushed his cheeks. His eyes are glossy, and he looks beautiful. You're unbelievable. Nathan lifts under my arms and pulls me to my feet, tugging at the strap of my dress. This needs to come off. Who's the bossy one now? You notice how all the chapters where they're having sex is only in Anastasia's point of view? Like, Nathan's not the... I'm sorry. Like, we were having a moment reading this, but Nathan is not this freaky. She's a fucking freak. That's why all the chapters where they're fucking in great detail is only on Anastasia's chapters, because Nathan is not that much of a fucking freak. Anyways, where was I at? I spin on the spot so he can pull down the zip. His lips drop to my shoulder, kissing me all over while he pulls down the straps, and the material falls to my feet. My entire body feels like it's filled with frantic, untamed energy. He's being so controlled and slow, purposely torturing me, dragging me out the inevitable pleasure when his hand palms my breasts from behind and his fingers roll my nipples. My ass instinctively rubs against him. What position are you guys in? I don't know. Ask me nicely, he whispers into my ear. I'll fuck you so good. There's more Nate tells me to ask nicely, the closer I get to telling him to fuck himself. I brush my hands off from where they're exploring my body and crawl into the middle of the bed, propping myself up on the cushions. Are you in heat, Anastasia? His knees are dropping onto the bed to follow, but I press against his chest with my foot. What are y'all doing? With my foot to stop him from getting any farther. He stands at the end of the bed. He looks confused but curious, eyes narrowing as he walks to the end of my bed. Fingers slip below the material of my panties. Why are you wearing panties? You weren't wearing panties the last time he fucked you or the time before that. So what's new here? Especially when you two were planning it. Shimming them down my legs. His eyes widen when he realizes what I'm doing. He leans forward to grip the bed frame. I spread my legs as wide as they'll go, giving him the perfect view of how dripping wet that pussy is. That way he'll have no problem watching me plunge 2 fingers into myself. Nathan! What? Oh my gosh, what? The slick, wet sound is the only noise in the room, other than my cries and moans and the occasional Jesus Christ, not you using his name in this mannerism, Anastasia. From him, his dick is already hard again, protruding proudly from his pelvis, with cum glistening at the ends. I take turns circling my finger against my swollen clit and pumping them in and out while Nate looks at me like he's combusting. What? I think it's the moaning of his name that's doing it, and how my back arches and I grind into my hand, asking nicely. I tease, and I'll let you fuck me. What is this? You're an evil woman, he grumbles, hand rubbing over his face. Let me make you feel good, Stas. He moves to the drawer and pulls out a condom. Wait, oh my gosh. Tearing the packet and rolling it onto himself, crawling slowly towards me, and settles between my thighs and reaches for the spare pillow, instructing me to lift my hips so he can put it under the bottom of my back. I can't concentrate on what I'm supposed to be doing to myself because he's on his knees between my legs, body looking like it's sculpted by the actual gods, and a thick, long, hard dick. Pretty sure they had small dicks back then, but hey, it's a book. It's not real. Do you want me to fuck you, Anastasia? That's so straightforward, bro. Like, what have you been doing before? Yes, I do. Nathan leans his body over mine, one arm supporting his weight, and the other gently cradling my head. I reach between us and rub the head over my clit, making us both shudder. Did you just face him in your vagina? And line him up. I'll be gentle. Oh, you're mixing oh my god! I'll be gentle, he murmurs, affectionately nudging his nose against mine. I sink my teeth into his bottom lip, immediately running my tongue over the same spot. Don't be gentle. Fuck me like you hate me. What the hell, bro? I should just go ahead and read chapter 16. I don't want to. Anyways, that was chapter 15. Yeah, I'll post chapter 16 when I get the energy to do it. This was something. Yeah, make sure to subscribe to see when chapter 16 is getting posted. Bye.